showed me why is Earl Spence not fighting. That's my new question. Why is Earl Spence not fighting? Because if he can do that, hey, Duran definitely did something very similar. Oh, actually, he did the exact. But Duran was getting beat up too. As great as he was kind of getting beat up. Salute to my man Sheldon, pull it up. Definitely will offer you a beer, but I think Thomas Hill sitting on the cooler, man. But I'll say this, man. The cool thing about what's going on in boxing is we starting to get a renaissance. Shout out to my man Bernard Hackett. I'm sure he don't mind me sharing this. But some of the fights that we get, it's almost like they're trying to bring back some back or something. I don't know. But I will say this, man, before we get go to our last few topics, make sure you tune in to the Prize and the Just Ask Juan show. We got a brand new show on the Sports Talk Network. Yes, we trying to grow. We got my man Crush in the morning. Sorry about this morning. That was me. If we not on in the morning, it's me. It's never Crush. Crush is always ready. Sometimes it be all the time it's BBO. Not most of the time. All the time it's BBO. So Crush should be in the morning. We got the Just Ask Juan and Prize show because I'm noticing that y'all want to hear me and D Free, and y'all want to hear us talk and go back and forth, and y'all want to hear from Sugar Can, and y'all definitely want to hear from the Sergeant at Arms when you want to come back. So let me ask you guys this, man, because this is something that's really been bothering me. Why are people not realizing that Emiliano Vargas is the next superstar in boxing?
Because we got to see him put in more work, baby.
No, you saw the text that I sent you. You saw the text that I sent you.
He stops Abdullah, man. Stop playing, bro. He's gonna stop Abdullah, man. Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you guys think Abdullah Mason can beat Emiliano El General. Put a one in the chat if you guys think that, bro. I don't think people are going to agree with you. Only person put a one is Mark. That don't count. Like I said, put a one in the chat if y'all think Abdullah Mason is beating.
You got him coming. Now.
Okay, we got a one. We got a one. Oh, okay, y'all going crazy. I got ones in there now. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all heard what I said. I said put a one in the chat if you think Abdullah Mason can beat El General Vargas. That is Emiliano Vargas. That's what I'm talking about.
And so to be clear, type 2 if you think Vargas could do vice versa, correct?
Yes, type 2.
Okay, let me see. Let me know when you see a 2.
Shout out the dub right side.
Hold on. Oh, it's Shower, you going crazy.
Halito shower.
Since you say Abdullah beat that tail, BVO, we heard you. Clearly, you didn't feel. You might have had a beer in your hand. I don't know if you heard me, man. You was over at the barbecue grill. I don't know if you heard me. He said Abdullah really made 135.
But seriously, BVO, to answer your question, I mean, he just got to keep fighting. It is what it is. Dudes don't recognize him right now. Just keep fighting. Just stay active. Keep building your resume. You know what I'm saying? People, they like Abdullah Mason. I will give you this though. I mean, Abdullah Mason, he not a. I don't think nobody recognizes him as a superstar. So I can't even. I'm not even gonna make the comparison because I don't think that's fair.
No, he ain't no superstar. Neither is Emiliano. Now they could.
No, but that's my point. I don't want to use him as an example for what I was about to say about Emiliano. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, neither one of them are superstars. Now they're both rising stars. They both prospects, but they're rising stars. The difference between Emiliano Vargas and Abdullah Mason is one is fighting 5 times a year. The other one is fighting 2 or 3 times a year. And another, Abdullah, he's had tougher competition. Emilio Vargas hasn't had that tougher competition. You look at his resume, I don't think anybody on his resume has fought over what 15 fights. They all like 10 and 3, 9 and 5. They don't have no. Like you look at Abdullah Mason. He got guys that some of those guys had like 30 fights. He got some tough competition in there for his level of experience.
I'll tell you what, man. I'm just shocked. I'm shocked by you guys saying that he can beat Emiliano El General. I mean, I'm shocked by this, man. But I love all you guys. So I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. I just never thought I would see people get on here and do that. But let me ask you guys this. Go ahead.
I was gonna say
Because I
another
got
thing too. Another thing you got to remember too. Emiliano Vargas get hit a lot. Yeah, he has won his fights, but he gets hit a lot. Well, for a guy like Abdullah Mason who packs a punch, he keep getting hit by Abdullah Mason. He gonna be sitting on the canvas. He's gonna be sitting on the canvas. So I mean, that's the difference between the two. Abdullah Mason defense is a lot better than Emiliano Vargas. Now, I mean, Emiliano Vargas his defense is a lot better.
smash the like button.
His defense is a
Definitely
lot better than
smash the
Emiliano Vargas. All you got to do is just look at the
Well,
fights. Emiliano
You
Vargas
didn't see him on his pockets, free.
No,
Free. You didn't see him on his pockets.
Emiliano Vargas is getting hit by guys he shouldn't be getting hit with. We seen Abdullah Mason get sat down twice in the first round, and then we also seen Abdullah Mason make sure that he ended that fight the following round. He ended the fight the following round. That's the part that you're leaving out. Yeah, he got sat down twice, but he also sat him down in that round, and then he ended the fight the following round.
But isn't BVO allowed to rate?
You out of order.
Yeah, isn't BVO allowed to rate his defense based on him getting dropped twice in the first round against an opponent who, yes, I give you on paper, yes, he had a good record, he had good a decent amount of knockouts, but somebody that we didn't think could really challenge Abdullah, like coming into the fight, I remember it. We were even saying like he had this weird shag haircut in the back. We were all saying Abdullah was gonna make the shag touch the ground in the first 30 seconds. I
So
remember that.
are you rating somebody's defense off of one fight or off of all of the fights of his career? Because if you base it off of one fight, then okay, by all means, go ahead and rate it off of one fight. I'm going by every fight they had in their career. That's what I'm basing the defense off.
I'm gonna base it on every fight.
He got a beard.
I'm gonna base it on every fight going forward from that, because to me, when I see you get dropped twice in the first round, that says that there might be a flaw in that. Now in this last fight, now give me hold on for it. In this last fight, I like that he was using more of his distance and he was jabbing and he was using his straight right hand. He wasn't letting this shorter dude come inside on him and get and let loose with short hooks. That's what dropped him in that last fight. So no, so you see, I gave him a good grade for his defense in that fight.
No, but what I'm saying is
BVO and Abdullah Mason's critics, they're allowed to bring that up and use that to critique his defense. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't say he wasn't allowed. I don't know where you got that from. I didn't say he wasn't allowed. But like I said, we look at every
turn
fight.
that around.
We look at when I grade defense, I look at every fight. Yeah, he got sat down twice because he got hit twice. He got hit twice, and you're going to get hit. So because you got hit twice, because you got hit twice, that means your defense is bad because you got hit twice. But the rest of the fight, you didn't get hit, and you stopped the dude in the following round. That doesn't matter.
Excuse me. Well, thank God he didn't get his hair done before the for the fight, like your boy, just said. Because if he would have got his hair done, he would have got some gone. But let me say this real quick. And this is something I want to get into. And I could be honest. Now I don't hate, I critique. But some of the stuff you hear about Tank Davis is kind of far-fetched. Is he as good as they say? Absolutely not. But I'm hearing people say he's a bum, he's a cab driver. I don't think that's true. I don't think Tank's a bum or a cab driver. I just don't. And BBO be the first one to say it. I don't think he's a cab driver. But let me ask you a question. Why do people seem to talk so crazy about Tank, which is unfair to me? And it's like, and hear me on this. I don't know if it's because people hate Al Heyman that much, but Al Heyman does more for his fighters than Eddie Hearn does, than Oscar does. So I'm just trying to figure out, why is everything associated with Al Heyman always looked at so negative? Al Heyman ain't doing nothing but laying in the cut, taking care of himself and his wife, and I know he got some stuff. He's some older parents around, so I'm just wondering, like, to call the man a cab driver. That's kind of BVO ain't gonna never say cab driver. Go ahead.
I don't see what one has to do with the other. I don't see what people dogging out Tank really has to do with Al, because Tank said it out his own mouth multiple times. He's his own man and he makes the decisions. So I'm not trying to hear that. Now, if you want to have a separate conversation about Al Heyman and how black businessmen are treated in boxing, okay. But nah, I ain't gonna let you do that. I ain't gonna let you turn this into a Tank is getting criticized because of Al Heyman. No, Tank is getting criticized because he hasn't fought the guys we wanted to see him fight for whatever reason. Yeah, go ahead.
Tank is getting criticized because he took a knee. Let's call it for what it is. That's what he's getting criticized. He took a knee and he overlooked Lamont Roach. That's the reason why he's getting criticized. He overlooked Lamont Roach. He took a knee. So whatever criticism Tank get is because of Tank. It ain't because of nobody else. Nobody else is getting in the ring for Tank Davis. Tank Davis is the only one getting in the ring. The only time you see anybody else in the ring for Tank Davis is when they introduce to Tank Davis and when they having the daggone scorecards at the end. That's the only time you see anybody else, and that's his trainers. So Tank Davis is getting blamed for what Tank Davis does. Anybody want to put the blame on somebody else because they never took blame for themselves. So I'm not putting the blame nowhere else but where it belongs. Tank Davis had a bad outing because of Tank Davis.
I'll just say this. I get where both of you brothers are coming from, but this is the thing I'm saying. I've never seen a person who doesn't talk be just said, oh, his company's going broke. He can't put on those shows. I heard people kind of scoff at 260,000. I mean, Tank fought an Amazon driver. Let's not play like Lamont Roach is good. Lamont Roach is trash, bro. We seen our American hero Jamel Herring beat him to death. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like he's some great fighter. I mean, he's a bum.
Why do you do that, bro? Why do you
Hold
do
up,
that?
BBO.
I'm just wondering.
So, BBO, you gotta understand who you're hearing this from. You're hearing this from people that don't like PBC because the nerd. I mean, the thing that I heard all last year. Oh, PBC going broke. They ain't putting on no fight. Now PBC's putting on fights like every month now. Now the thing is, oh, PBC ain't putting on no good fight. They ain't putting on no good fight. Who want to see that? But y'all didn't say was they putting on good fights. Y'all said they wasn't putting on no fights. Now they putting on fights, and y'all talking about, oh, and nobody want to see that. That's not a good fight. So why is the narrative moving every time something happens that y'all didn't think was going to happen? PBC had to get things in order because they just switched from Showtime to Amazon Prime. Now things in order, and we seeing fights pop out left and right. And it could very well been the reason why they didn't have things in order because Al Heyman had took sick. And now Al Heyman is much healthy and he can control the business like he's been doing. Now you're starting to see fights coming out every month now. You're starting to see fights every month. Since March. No, since when was the first fight? Was it March? The first fight happened, or it might have been February. Whenever the first fight happened,
David versus David. David versus David.
Yeah, the first fight since February. We've been having fights every month. Is March now? We already got an April date lined up. We already got a June date lined up. So, and I think, and they got a May date lined up.
August. So, Jamel will be back in August.
Yeah, you got August.
No,
you got
did you hear Jamal is coming back
in August.
Jamal gonna be fighting Caleb Plant. And you making a good point. And let me take that back. You're right, Miss Shar. I definitely don't Masawa. I don't want to say it like that. God body right. Lamont is not trash. Lamont to me is just not a fighter. I would say is great to be taking Tank life and death because I seen him fight Hector Garcia, who I never thought was that good. Hector Garcia, I never thought.
How could you say that after he took Tank life and death? I don't understand how you could say that.
I'm telling you, I think Tank is like a stage actor. I don't know if you guys remember the Wizard of Oz. Remember when they got back to the end? I don't know if you guys ever seen Oz with Diana Ross and Michael Jackson, and Nipsey Russell. When they got back there, it wasn't what we thought. I think Tank is like the Wizard of Oz. When you get back there, he's not who you thought he was. He's just not.
But
But he can fight.
Could Lamont Roach be Demetrius Bivol? He wasn't scared of the
That's a
facade
good
of
point.
Tank
That's
Davis.
a good point. He wasn't scared of him. And you said it right
Bivol
there,
wasn't
Free.
Bivol
He
wasn't
Bivol
scared of
wasn't scared of
Canelo.
Canelo.
Yeah, it could have just been that. He wasn't scared of him.
That's what
Everybody
he
else,
was.
because I don't think Frank Martin is a bad fighter. Tank Davis stopped him in 7 rounds. I don't think he's a
Yeah,
bad fighter.
I thought Frank Martin could beat Shakur. So let me just be real.
I mean,
Yeah.
he just wasn't scared of him, and he was willing to go. I mean, how many people take Tank Davis punches and be able to stand up to it? Not many took his punches and was able to stand up to it. I only know of 3 people now that was able to take his punch, and one of them fought him with a hurt hand.
We definitely seen him flinching. So I don't know if you guys remember. It's a long time since I seen a guy flinching like Frank was flinching, man. Old Frankie was in there flinching. But I'll say this, man. I appreciate you guys. If you guys like to donate to the channel, it doesn't matter the dollar amount. We try to get 3 donations a show. If you guys want to donate, by all means do so. It just helps support the channel, keep the lights on. But I'll say this. The main thing I'm so excited about is that my favorite sport is growing expeditiously, as my man, Manager Marty would say. So it's growing, and I like to see what's going on. But before we get out of here, I gotta ask you guys this. Say it again.
No, my bad. Go ahead with your question.
No, okay. I ask you guys this: what fighter are you guys looking forward to seeing fight this year? For me, it's Janelle Arman Charlo, my favorite guy.
So for me, it's I can't wait to see this Nui versus MJ fight in September. They said my guy wouldn't move up and fight Cool Boy. He did that, beat him to death. He then secured undisputed. There was a lot of talk for years he wouldn't fight Neri. He did that. And then there was the talk about MJ that he wouldn't fight him. So I can't wait to see him crack his skull against the canvas and put all that talk to rest. And yeah, I just look forward to after that. Good.
Yeah, I bet.
You mean MJ, the one that ran from Cool Boy?
Yeah, that the guy that ran from Cool Boy for 2 years, then went around begging
Yeah.
for a chance at Master.
I would expect Marky to say that because I'm not sitting up 5 o'clock in the morning to watch no Inoue fight.
No, it's gonna be in Vegas.
That's the one's gonna be in Vegas.
Then I'll watch it. If they fight in Vegas, I'll watch it. But that's not a fight I'm looking forward to seeing. The Jamel Charlo, I'm intrigued to see. I want to see that fight because the rumor is he's supposed to be fighting Jesus Ramos. Jesus Ramos is a good young fighter, strong fighter that's on the up climb. So I'm looking forward to seeing Jamel come back, see how he look against Jesus Ramos, and I'm also looking forward to seeing the Canelo versus Bud. Right now, those are the only fights that I'm looking forward to seeing in the near future. Right now, until something else.
And that fight will be coming on at 11 o'clock at night. I don't know if you guys know this. Just want to give you a little news. I heard from a good source. I'm sure you guys heard this too. They're going to be fighting at 6 o'clock in the morning, Saudi time. So they're not going to fight 6 o'clock in the morning our time. So 6 o'clock in the morning, Saudi time is like 11 p.m. So Canelo and Bud will be in the ring at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's great news.
They fight 6 o'clock in the morning, Saudi time.
Saudi.
Who getting some sleep?
I don't know. They trying to steal the sport, so that's what they're gonna do, man.
That's nasty work. That's nasty work. I don't know if I'm excited about that or if I'm upset about that because these guys, first of all, they going over there to get used to the time frame, and then you're gonna have them fight 6 o'clock in the morning. Do y'all know at 6 o'clock in the morning, most people were just wiping their eyes and going to use the bathroom one last time before they got to get up to go to work? Dog, that's not good at all, dog. That's not good at all.
Just take some NyQuil. Go to sleep. Go to sleep at 6 o'clock. No, excuse me.
That's 8 o'clock. That's 8 o'clock.
What'd you say?
Oh, my bad. No, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, just go to sleep at 6 o'clock at night. Wake up at whatever time, 4 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna adjust to it. Like It's not that bad.
Oh yeah,
That's early for a fight.
Like
that's early for a fight, though.
Oh,
the
you know
only
what?
problem
No,
I would have,
you know
the
what?
only
I
problem.
just thought about.
Go ahead.
Hold up, Marky. I just thought about it. No, that's not. That it's 6:00 in the morning, Saudi time. They are fighting in Vegas. That's right. That fight is here. That's why it's going to be.
It's gonna be here. Okay, my
Okay, you
mistake.
see,
My
yeah,
mistake.
that's why I asked. But yeah, cause my
Okay,
only
my mistake.
problem, if it was in Saudi would be from the perspective of a fighter is I wouldn't get to enjoy the Saudi nightlife. But that's really about it. Like when it comes to adjusting for a fight, I don't think that'd be a problem. But it's not a problem
Nothing to do with
if
Saudi,
it's in
man.
Vegas.
All the girls is wrapped up. You can't drink. You can't smoke. Ain't nothing to do with Saudi, man. But come
They got
home.
shit, man. They got stuff to do in Saudi, BBO. You crazy? Hell no, you wrong.
Go to the museum. You go to the museum.
Man, they got underwater buildings that you could explore, my nigga.
Marky,
You
you
could
don't know.
rent
You ain't
out
never been to
Ferraris.
Saudi. You
But
ain't never
hey,
been to
Marky, I'm
Saudi.
not
You
going
don't
on no.
know.
I ain't going on no field
Huh?
trip.
This man,
I ain't going
I
on no
mean, you a
field
big
trip.
ass nigga. You the type of dude
This,
you want to go to a lounge and sit out. I
no,
get you, but
this
I
man,
like to
Marky is
explore.
Marky. You talking like you been to Saudi? You ain't never been.
So what?
I can't
That
take
don't mean I can't call out the stuff that's over there.
No, so how do you know how the nightlife is? You ain't never been there.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's your point, yeah. But I'm just no. But BVO asked me
Hey,
about stuff to do.
they get Marky on them excursions. You right, Dub. They get Marky on them excursions, man. You know, for us that go to the islands or go on trips, man, you know, they want you to sit in that timeshare for 2 hours to get a free excursion.
No, Marky is the dude.
They would
Marky is the
arrest your
dude to
ass for
tell you.
breaking the scale coming through the airport, BVO.
Marky is the dude to tell you, man, this is the best nightclub in the city, boy. They got all the females. Hey, dog, how many times you been there? I ain't never been there, though. I ain't never been there. So how you know it's the best nightclub in the city? You ain't never been.
The man asked me about stuff to do. I was just calling out stuff to do in the city. That's all. God damn it, fucking bastards.
Hey, you doing too much cussing, man. You doing too much cussing, Mark. And that's why we be throwing your little tail in the basement. You doing too much cussing.
I speak facts.
No,
But shout out to the Mighty Sports Talk Network, man. We getting ready for the Prize and the Just Ask Juan show. Now, one thing I love about Prize and Juan, they'll get up there and tell you some goofball stuff with their back straight. So shout out to both of them brothers. I can't wait to see what they do tonight. It's gonna be a dope show. I believe Dub's going live. I think TD's going live again. He's gonna do his baseball. You know, he the only dude that watch baseball still. So shout out to TD Sports on the baseball.
Yeah.
You got anything for us, Free?
Nah, man. I mean, yeah, just be on the lookout for everything that we got going on in the near future. We switching up our lineups. We adding a extra show at 9:05. So just be on the lookout for our new lineup. 6:30 in the morning, Crush. Then you got 11 a.m. You got CDK. Then you got me and BVO, Marky Dan, and the Master of Ceremony at 8:05, and then Prize and Juan at 9:05, and then you got Dub Right Side at 11:30, depending on how Dub feel that day. But we're gonna have a ball. Dub had a interesting topic yesterday, and he had me up until like 4 in the morning. And now I had to pay for it this morning because I had to go to my dad's workout class, and it had me in that joint looking like I was a fat boy. So I ain't staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning with Dub no more.
Hey, Dub will do that to you, man. Dub will steal your sleep with them shows, man. Shout out to Dub. Like I said, man, the star, man, of the Sports Talk Network. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to the chairman. Shout out to Miss Sawa coming hang out with the brothers. Man, shout out my man GD, because GD don't come hang out with the niggas, man. So shout out to GD. Definitely appreciate you coming through.
Hey, you out
God
of order.
body.
You can't cuss.
We ain't no
I didn't cuss.
You did cuss.
Huh?
You did cuss.
What I say? The
You
N-word?
said the big word.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Why,
you?
you see why you say the N-word? Why you ain't just say it again?
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, the N-word. I know y'all thought the N-word was a cuss word. My bad. Forgive me, guys.
Don't cuss at me, God darn it.
BBO don't do no cussing, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take the N-word off. Forgive me for saying that. But
I'm
On
the
that
only
note,
saint
y'all,
up here. I'm the only saint up here, y'all.
I'm
Hold
always
on,
saying,
hold on, BVO.
until you hear him on Right Side Show, the boy can cuss, man.
Woo! It
Absolutely.
gets hot in here. Doom,
We can
doom.
have fun on Doug Right Side. I mean, Doug Right Side, he is no holds barred over there. Sometimes Doug Right Side, I
Nah,
can't
no,
hear
it's
nothing
not
Doug
free.
Right
No,
Side
it's
said.
not.
Everybody just going at each other. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
can I hit Doug for a second? So, and I
man,
say that respectfully, but I don't say it a lot. I don't say I want to hear the right side often. So when I want to hear the right side, let me hear it for a minute because I don't say
and
it
you know what?
often.
Shout out to Dub. Dub started his channel the same reason I started my channel. Shout out to Q, the guy who's telling me I was long-winded, and shout out to my big homie Mark Nash for telling Dub he was long-winded. So you guys got 2 channels because Cats was long-winded. So appreciate
Long-winded as
everybody.
hell. One
Mark,
more
if you
thing. I
don't
got one
go
more
ahead.
thing before we go, BVO. Yeah, salute. We coming back this Friday with Friday Night Fights. We're gonna be reviewing the tragic fight of Chris Eubank versus Michael Watson. Classic fight, tragic ending. Look out for that.
Oh yeah, and definitely gonna have Key Alexander. She's gonna be coming on real soon. Shoot to Latoya Williams pulling through. And on that note, we out here, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Oh,
Yeah.
prize and wine on his way. Prize and wine on the way, and I believe Crush is gonna come through. Peace.